Come with me today, back to the world of Octopath Traveler 2, and I answer the question, is this game worth it in 2025? Stay tuned to find out. Hello everybody out there, thanks so much for being here, for tuning into my channel. My name is Ryan and this is my channel called Nostalgic Nick-Nacks. And I look at retro games that I absolutely love, and I also create fuse bead art from these retro games. So today I'm going to be looking at one of my all-time new favorites. Yes, not a retro game, but a modern day game, talking about Octopath Traveler 2 with some wonderful, wonderful pixel art. I love this game in every way, and I want to talk about it today and maybe, just maybe, convince you that you need to play it. It's a fantastic game. I can't wait to talk about it. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, the music, the characters, and overall why I'm passionate about this title. And let me know what you think. Let me know down below, have you ever played Octopath Traveler 2? Have you wanted to play it but wasn't quite sure if it was for you? I'd love to know. Let's go ahead and get into my thoughts on Octopath Traveler 2. So Octopath Traveler 2 is the sequel to the first Octopath Traveler game that was created, and this game was released back in 2023, and I have to say they've really improved in every way with this sequel. Yes, I did play the original Octopath Traveler and I really enjoyed it. Put about 65 hours into that game. But Octopath Traveler 2, man, they really brought it up a couple of notches. So one of the most striking things about Octopath Traveler 2 is this HD 2D pixel art style. This was pioneered by the first Octopath Traveler game, and then eventually with Triangle Strategy and Live Alive, and now Dragon Quest III, the remake. And this is where it started. And I have to say the visuals in Octopath Traveler 2 are absolutely stunning. There are so many moments where I just wanted to look and stare at the pixels and just amazed at what they could do with this game. From this big ship that you have in the game and how beautiful it is, to the vast oceans that are in the game, to the forests, all the different environments, and to the houses, the characters, all the different things that the characters are doing, what they're using, their clothes that they're wearing. It really is very cool what they were able to do with the pixel art, and the monsters that you battle and all the enemies. They just really are striking. They stand out in so many different ways. And I found myself in battles just staring at these big bosses and in these impossible poses, sometimes standing on one leg, sometimes having kind of like they're falling over a little bit, and how detailed they look. And I have to say the pixel artists at Square Enix have really gotten this visual detail down pat. It's amazing to see it, and I want to see more of it. It's just the kind of game you play and you discover more and more, from the tiny details of the fireplaces to the wind blowing the trees to all the way to the ocean and how it sparkles. If you love great pixel art, tune into Octopath Traveler 2. It's got you covered. Some more things I love about this wonderful game is that the storyline really grabs you, and in fact, as the title suggests, and if you didn't know, there are 8 different characters, 8 different storylines, and they actually improved from the first game where they made these characters connect in different ways. And one of the ways that's really not a spoiler that I can tell you about is that during the battles, they actually talk to each other. So if you heal a party member, let's say that Particio heals Throne, and she really, she loves that and it's feeling better, she'll say, "Oh, thank you, Particio." I just love that they're actually acknowledging each other, because in the first game they really didn't do that, and it was kind of like everybody everybody fought together, but they didn't really communicate. You have storylines spanning everything from Throne's quest to find her real father and pull away from this cult that she's a part of, all the way to Hikari, who is a warrior, an Asian warrior who is trying to preserve his family and trying to gain his freedom back and his kingdom. Then it goes all the way to Particio, who is a merchant who's looking for prosperity but is also willing to help others that need help. Such a positive role model in Particio. And then you go all the way to Ochette with her village, and she wrangles monsters, and she has such reverence for these creatures and loves jerky. All the time you hear her talking about how she loves jerky. And those are only 4 of the stories, and it's amazing how they have created such exploration and details in this world, within the stories. And of course you have all these side stories as well. It's amazing what they were able to do with these stories, with these characters, and it's so much more than the first game. The music of Octopath Traveler and Octopath Traveler 2, I just can't say enough about it. It's not quite what you would see with Final Fantasy back in the day and how iconic that music is, and the town's music and battle music, but man, it really does stand on its own in this modern world in 2025. I really appreciate the quiet tracks, the piano playing, all the way to the fierce battle themes that really kick it up another notch with the final battles. But you have such nice violin, you have nice piano sounds, all the way to acoustic guitar. The music's so great in this game. My wife, who is not a gamer at all, really enjoys the music, and I play it all the time in the house. You have to trust me, this music is phenomenal. If you don't know much about the battles in Octopath Traveler, they are really engaging. If you love turn-based battles, I mean, this is an evolution of turn-based. What's happening in these systems is that every time you are fighting, you gain a battle point, BP. And as you gain BP, you can use it to kind of strengthen your character's next attack and really pull off some amazing moves. And there's so much strategy in this game, so much you can do, and so much people out there have done to get better at playing the game. So here is the box for Octopath Traveler 2 on the Nintendo Switch. And here's the logo, and of course you have an absolutely beautiful portrait of the characters all gathered together around the campfire. And this is wonderful to see all of them together and talking together and sharing their journey, memories from their journey together. Love the way they're looking in this picture. And then you turn it over and you get a great view of all the characters in their character portraits. Really great box art here. On the inside, nothing too spectacular. Missed opportunity here. They could have had a second side, but I guess they had to include their limited warranty information. Of course, you have the little game card, and I love the kind of starry sky you have here. Really cool. So that is a quick unboxing for Octopath Traveler 2. Let's go ahead and get on with the rest of the video. Octopath Traveler 2 is a game that is wonderful to play in portable mode with the Switch, but it's also great to play on the big screen, and I love everything about it. It was an excellent experience, and I am looking forward to what can they do with an Octopath Traveler 3. Square Enix, you got to bring out Octopath Traveler 3 soon. I can't wait to see what it is. One of the things I would love to see is even more integration with the characters, and I'd love to see more side characters joining the group from the different storylines, because they're still kind of separate, but I'd love to see them join together and you be able to pick and choose who you want to bring with you. That would be really cool to see. So that about does it for my review and thoughts on Octopath Traveler 2. It really is a game that brought me back to the pixel art of yesteryear and the older Final Fantasies, and I highly recommend it. I think you're going to get a lot out of the game. I put in so many hours into this game and I really enjoyed it, and it kind of flew by. Let me know down below if you're interested in trying out Octopath Traveler 2. I highly recommend it. It's a great game. You're not going to regret it. And yes, it is worth it in 2025. That's it for today's video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this look back at Octopath Traveler 2. And hopefully I helped to answer your question whether this game is worth it. And I really think it's definitely worth it in 2025 because I've got such enjoyment out of it. I really love it in every way, and I hope you give it a try because it's definitely worth it. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more videos from me, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Every week I have new videos on retro games. So thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you. I pray that you have a fantastic day, and until next time, happy gaming.